I've played Super Mario ever since I was a kid on an emulator on a phone my dad no longer used. It was the only way I could play it. Ever since, I've been collecting video games, merchandise, watching the movie, not the other one. No, we don't talk about that one. I've always played the first 3 on the NES. I also played the Lost Levels on the SNES, and I only ever got to the 2nd level before giving up. So what do I have to say as part of what Nintendo had planned out for a new 2D Mario game on the DS? Well, let's get to it. Super Mario Bros. Started with not the NES and not the original Mario Bros. Arcade game, not even Wrecking Crew. It started with Donkey Kong on the arcades. Donkey Kong is now known for being its own series, more as known as the Donkey Kong Country series. But in the arcades in 1981, rookie video game designer Shigeru Miyamoto started working on his first project in video game designing. He eventually made a replacement for a game called Radar Scope. Why was this a replacement though? Well, Radar Scope was one of the first few arcade games that Nintendo had made and published. They were most known for being toy makers in Japan, and if anything was video game related for them, it was the Color TV game series and the Game & Watch series. So an arcade game by a Japanese company that nobody knew about was kind of obscure, which made a wager of most of the company's modest corporate budget on ordering 3,000 Radar Scope units from Nintendo. Nintendo lost a lot of money, which gave young Miyamoto a chance on making a new arcade game. Miyamoto wanted something that had to do with the Popeye series, but Nintendo didn't have the license, so Shigeru made something really similar. Mario was named Junkman, and he was striking a strong resemblance to Popeye. Donkey Kong was still DK himself, but he gave a similar look to Bluto. And in this game, you don't save Princess Peach, you save Pauline. But her name isn't Pauline, it's literally just Lady. So this is just a fan plagiarism thing then. Fast forward to 1985, where Nintendo was working on how to bring up the crash of video games. They sort of did it with the Nintendo Entertainment System, but they needed a game that made huge bucks for them, and they called in Miyamoto again. He developed a large side-scrolling story of 2 brothers from Brooklyn, New York, and he put them in the Mushroom Kingdom. Fast forward up again to 2006, and Nintendo was now known as a huge company, and the Super Mario series was doing well too. Nintendo hadn't made a 2D Mario game in a long time since 1992 with Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. Ever since, Nintendo had only made remakes, re-releases. The only thing we had close to a 2D Mario game was Wario Land, but that stars Wario, not Mario. Nintendo made a jump back to the classic Super Mario Bros. Formula with New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS. New Super Mario Bros. Is yet another attempt at Nintendo finding really cool sounding names, only just to think that critics later already attacked the game because of the name. And speaking of, what the hell was this game's decision? Yes, the name I'm attacking is New Super Mario Bros. Because regardless it's made in 2006, it's still new apparently. This game turned out to be a new series and was released with the Nintendo DS, Nintendo Wii, Failure, Nintendo 3DS, and even the Nintendo Switch. Why do I say this game is dead? Well, first of all, it's not the game, it's the series. The series itself just feels the same. Here's a clip from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and this is a clip from New Super Mario Bros. U. They both look the same, and to think that these games were meant to push the hardware to its limits is funny as hell. They both look the same. Sure, the level design is different, but the overall design is the same. Original 2D Mario games like Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3 and World differed from their respective games, as in terms of level design, art style, music, soundtrack, enemies, bosses, and power-ups, while the new series feels like the same thing over and over again, only on different systems. You can see it the most with enemies, soundtrack, and art style. Sure, keep the regular generic Mario and Luigi character design, it's fine, but with the overall background at least change. And the music too, just listen to the DS version of the ground theme. listen to the Wii's ground theme. They both sound the same, except they have different arrangements, and the other has the Nintendo 64 sound font because that's all the DS could handle. Apparently. I can't believe we had the same game sold to us for more than 10 years, and still got them. They still use the new Super Mario Bros. Wii engine from 2009 with games up to 2019. New Super Mario Bros. U was used as a game engine for Mario Maker on the Wii U in 2015, to the sequel in 2019. Super Mario Run uses the new Super Mario Bros. U engine from Super Mario Maker. It's no doubt Nintendo has certain ways of milking the series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. In my opinion, the new Super Mario Bros. Series is kind of dead, but it's the only thing that's keeping the Mario series, at least the 2D Mario series, alive to this day. The last thing they ever made was New Super Mario Bros. 2 Deluxe in 2018, and then they made Super Mario Maker 2 in 2019. So really, I don't know how Nintendo will continue on with the Super Mario 2D franchise, but you never know. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.